Hi, my name's Danny Freilich, and I'll be providing an overview of the integrated PDMP. We are logged in to the chart as the provider and taking a look at Michael Joseph Freeman's chart. There's the opioid review section of the chart that you can move around to whatever order you prefer. And within the opioid review, you have a consolidated view of a lot of key details that may be important to help make a clinical decision on how to prescribe opioids. So we have key indicators here along with the integrated PDMP. We'll start along the top, and these 5 key pieces of information are largely based off the CDC 2016 guidelines. And there is active surveillance going on behind the scenes for you to look for these key details and present you with yes or no indicator if any documentation for those details is found throughout the medical record. Below that, we have the integrated PDMP with the simple selection of view report. That's what sends the ticker to the state that you have in fact checked the PDMP, and also eliminates the need to go to your state website, put in your credentials, do a patient search. All of that is eliminated. You just select View Report, and we are viewing Michael Joseph Freeman's PDMP. The report we're looking at now is the advanced version. The advanced version includes risk indicators. So this quick score letting you know if the patient may be at risk for misuse or abuse. And selecting on the explanation and guidance gives you more details about how that score has come about. It's looking at the number of prescribers, number of pharmacies, milligram equivalents, areas of overlap. You can also see the percentage of patients that fall within different score ranges. Also within the risk indicators section, you have an overdose risk score and additional risk indicators. And continuing to navigate the advanced integrated PDMP, there's a graphical view, and this section is interactive. So if you wanted to remove buprenorphine from your view, you could. And then also the areas of higher activity or have darker shading, you can select and see what was going on in a particular moment in time or a time range. And that's the graphical view where you also have a timeline for morphine and buprenorphine and lorazepam. Below the graph section is the summary, and this is where with the standard connection your view would begin. So with the non-advanced integrated PDMP, then right away you would be presented with this summary and the RX data below that, where you can see the prescriptions and then also the providers and different pharmacies that the patient is visiting for their controlled substances. And so that's the raw data that comes with both the advanced and the standard integrated PDMP connection. And that's the report that you can view right within the workflow. What I'll show next is this I certify checkbox. Now this has been default selected based on the selection of view report. And so this is a way that if you wanted to have that documented within the medical record, this I certify would be able to help with the promoting interoperability reporting that is currently a bonus measure in 2020. And if there was a need to manually select, you still have the opportunity to do that. So if there was another way that you viewed the PDMP report besides from right within this view, then you could select that. Mark as reviewed is what will sign and update that the PDMP has in fact been checked. This can also be set up where if you wanted the mark as reviewed selection to suppress the high risk opioid clinical decision support alert, you could do that. So also within this opioid review section of the chart, you have the acute opioid administrations with the morphine milligram equivalents calculated for you, in addition to the prescribed and documented opioids with the morphine milligram equivalent. there is a multi package requirement to have that morphine milligram equivalent calculation done for you.